You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like night.
Hey everybody, it's Mickey, and in today's video we're taking a trip to Wegmans. I will have my grocery haul for you, and I'm sharing an awesome new recipe. So if you are new here, I hope you'll take a minute to subscribe. I put out new videos every week about all things home. I visited Wegmans on a regular Monday, and that place was really bopping. There were like so many people there. Now, Wegmans opened in our area a few years ago, and from the start it became, the it grocery store. I have to be honest, Wegmans is not my favorite. I have had issues in the past with freshness and quality of party trays that I have ordered in the past, but I wanted to give the store another try. So today I found the store to be well stocked. The produce was super fresh and plentiful. Now, however, I find Wegmans' layout of the store very confusing. It always takes me so long to find what I'm looking for, and they have so many non-grocery store items that take up a lot of space. Price-wise for me, I think they are about a mid-range price. They are not the most expensive, but they are definitely not the cheapest. But they do have some very good quality meat, produce, and other items. So today I went to Wegmans with a very short list of items that we needed. We had been away for the weekend and just needed a few things to supplement our week. There was only one thing on my list that I was unable to find today, but I was able to make a substitution that will work. To start our grocery haul off right, I have some cupcakes here. I have been on a cupcake kick lately, so I picked up a container of some chocolate and vanilla cupcakes to try out. So far, my favorite cupcake spot is still my local Safeway store, but these were pretty good. Next, I picked up some Meyer's Italian bread for sandwiches and some Thomas's English muffins. We use these in the mornings for breakfast sandwiches, and I also picked up a container of baby spinach. I saw these on the vine grape tomatoes that I had never seen before, so I picked them up to give a try. I also picked up a couple of eggplants for a recipe that I'm going to be trying later on this week. I picked up some zucchinis and also some green and red bell peppers and onions. I always like to have fresh Italian flat leaf parsley in the house because I use it in almost everything. I also picked up a large container of fresh basil, which I like to add to my tomato sauce and in all my pasta dishes. Now, Wegmans had a lot of different options for bag salads, and they were being stocked while I was there. So I picked up a bag of mixed greens and butter lettuce. That's my favorite salad combo. I picked up a few russet potatoes. I'm going to be making mashed potatoes with tonight's dinner. Now, I also really like the way Wegmans packaged their meat. They had a bunch of different combos that you can choose from. Today, I just picked up about 2 pounds of chicken breast for tonight's dinner, and I also picked up a 3-pound package of ground turkey to make some meatloaf. For fruit today, I just picked up some bananas and strawberries. I was completely out of eggs, so I did pick up a large container of Wegmans eggs. Shredded mozzarella and provolone are always on my shopping list, and I wanted to give Wegmans store brand a try. I also picked up a container of ricotta cheese for a recipe that we're doing later on this week. I was really excited to see King Arthur's flour at Wegmans. This was the kind of flour that my mom and all her sisters always used, and I can't always find it in our area. I also picked up some sugar for baking, and lastly, a bag of potato chips. So that is everything that I got at Wegmans today. You know, I hadn't been in the store for quite a while, so I was really glad to get in there and take a look around to see what they had. Will I be in a hurry to go back there and shop? Probably not, but they did have a large selection of packaged fresh pasta that I may go back and pick up and try. So I'm going to take a few minutes, put all these groceries away, and then we'll meet back here in the kitchen with a really delicious new recipe. The next stop on our grocery store field trip is going to be Harris Teeter, that you'll see in an upcoming video in a week or so. So the recipe that we are trying today is for creamy garlic chicken. Now you've probably noticed that I cook a lot of chicken in my house. It is one of our favorites, and I do try not to cook a lot of red meat. I replace ground beef in almost every recipe with ground turkey, and in this recipe I also replace the heavy cream with whole milk. I found this recipe on the JUNKIE.com. Amanda is just adorable. She has so many awesome recipes here that utilize ingredients that you probably already have in your house right now. I'm going to leave a link to her website and this recipe down below so that you can check it out for yourself. For this recipe, you are going to need some chopped onion or shallot, some garlic. I really like this pureed garlic that I found at Whole Foods a couple of weeks ago. It is perfect for this kind of recipe. I like to add a whole bunch of different seasonings to my chicken. Now, among them always are salt and pepper, paprika, garlic powder, Mrs. Dash, you know, all of the good ones. This recipe also calls for Parmesan cheese, but I always replace Parmesan with Locatelli Romano. You will need some chicken broth, some whole milk or heavy cream, and I have here about 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. Now, replacing the heavy cream with whole milk may affect the thickness of your sauce. If that's a big deal for you, you can always add a little bit of cornstarch to help thicken it up as you go. Add a little olive oil and a tablespoon of butter to your pan and warm over medium heat. I sliced each of these chicken breasts in half lengthwise, seasoned them really well, and now I'm going to dredge them in flour and brown them in the pan, cooking for about 4 to 6 minutes on each side. Flip the chicken breast over when it has reached a nice golden brown color and continue to cook for an additional 4 to 6 minutes. I'm going to be serving this chicken tonight with mashed potatoes and broccoli, so while the chicken is cooking, I'm slicing up my potatoes to get them boiling. When the chicken has finished cooking, remove from the pan to a clean dish. Set aside and cover with foil. Add a little additional butter to the pan and saute your onions and garlic. I always like to add a little bit of white wine to help deglaze the pan. Let it cook for a few minutes for the alcohol to burn off, and then scrape up all the little brown bits from the bottom of the pan. Then add your chicken broth and whole milk or heavy cream. Re-season a little bit with salt and pepper, garlic powder, and Italian seasonings, and then cook until the sauce begins to thicken. Then add back your chicken breast, cover, and let cook for a few minutes to warm through. This recipe is really delicious and has so much flavor. I served mine over mashed potatoes and broccoli, but this would be just as good over rice or pasta. I will leave the link to this recipe down below, so you will have to let me know what you think if you try it. So thank you all so much for watching today. I hope you'll join our communities over on Facebook and Instagram at My Bashful Life. And please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you all back as part of our YouTube family. So until I see you in that next video, I hope that you love the life that you have. Be kind to each other, stay safe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.